Welcome back to Let's Play Kameo. Today we got some spring cleaning to do here in the Enchanted Kingdom. Last time we came through, we didn't pick up anything except for pummel-weed, so we got some stuff to get. And we got Hallis back.
Blast! If only I was at full strength, I would happily join you for a little troll bashing. Just make sure you leave a few for me.
Troll bashing doesn't seem PC. We've had enough of that barrel-chested so-and-so for quite a while, though. First thing we're going to get is right up this path. We buzzed past it a long time ago. Within this building, of course, is Typhoon. Here's a little warning. And there he is, the blue guy.
There's no one who knows more about what's what than me. I'll offer a prize if you can prove you're even half as knowledgeable as I am.
So Typhoon has a trivia quiz
Answer this one.
for us to solve.
Lucky guess. Lucky guess. Lucky guess. Lucky guess. Lucky guess. I suppose you deserve this.
We do not, in fact, deserve this. Most of those were gotten by brute forcing. I don't know how you get some of those answers. I don't even know who Bluster is from the last question.
I'm not playing with you anymore. You must be cheating or something.
In fact, we are, but you're still a sore loser. And that's really all there is to be had here. We got a refund on our admission price, too. Out of his own closet. Here's another section we hit before, but didn't actually check enough to find anything. This would be Lenya's gazebo. She's our next family member we're going to save. And she's got the first hidden sign. Tells us to investigate another shrine to one of our other family members. We'll be doing that in due time. Right in front of the castle here, we will eventually be finding the shop, which is right in front of us.
I can't give you a discount, but all the prices are as cheap as I can make them.
And of course, the shop just has a handful of fruit and one elixir for us. Pretty easy to get those since coins literally grow on trees here. Here's the first issue of Fruit Finder newsletter. And it's got a lot more to say than the second issue did. Most of it in reference to things we can't quite get yet because we don't have the right elemental warrior. And everything we can get, we'll be getting anyway. So I will not be reading the rest of these Fruit Finder newsletters. They're just clunking things up. That's fine though. Our next fruit is right here on the beach. We'll be needing pummel-weed to get it, and pummel-weed is wearing his fall colors. That's one of the alternate skins that we unlocked. And got a fruit underneath a shell. An odd hiding spot. But of course, if there's multiple shells, they're hiding more than one thing. Here's a slightly more unique item than elemental fruit.
Good grief, it's one of the fabled crystal eyes. I thought all of those had been destroyed, but for once I'm glad to be wrong. Legend has it that when they were equipped through the Whatnot book, the elves would gain amazing abilities in combat. It'll be well worth hunting all of them down if you can. You can equip them on the Whatnot status page.
So there we go, we got our own crystal eye. Just the sort of thing that the mystic jams in her face. This would be the Eye of Restoration. It allows us to constantly refill health, but we regenerate spirit more slowly, which makes it very, very situationally useful. Spirit is perhaps the most useful resource when it comes to combat in this game. Back over here we have another situation the Pummleweed can solve for us. A gate. And another shrine. This time Yaros's. And I'm investigating it, perhaps not so well, because the sign is back in the corner. There it is. Finally found it. Leads us to a balcony. Sure we'll be seeing that soon enough. Obviously no balcony in here though. So let's back out to this main area. And we'll be heading up to the castle itself. Which, wouldn't you know it, has a balcony. There's a throne room. If we do a full 180, we'll get the next hidden sign. And at least it's someone who sells supplies. Couldn't be more obvious, that one. Here we kind of just take a lap around the balcony. Yeah, I missed the door there. I'm not sure why. Figure I'll have better chances if I take it counterclockwise.
Mum and Dad will be so
And I do.
proud.
Here we have the throne room. It's incredibly dusty. It's kind of a nice effect, though. And the queen still sits on her throne, albeit in spirit form. They never really explain why our family members are still in spirit form here.
Hello, child. I assume you've seen her. Your mother's spirit in the throne room, I mean. Oh, how it saddens me to see the noble Queen Thena in such a state.
It's truly a shame. Yeah, there's prizes in those vases, but we can't get to them with this guy. Or any of our guys yet. Now the ancient tower here, kind of visually impressive of an area. We got one of those big troll guys. Really more helpful to us than they are to the trolls, though. And, of course, a tower. Frozen tower. As we can see back here, we got a ramp that leads to a wall of ice. If you remember from the very first level, that requires both Major Ruin and Chilla to solve that puzzle. So we'll have to come back. So we can basically do nothing in here at this moment, but I thought it would be nice to see. Moving on, we got that next sign back at the shop to get. Invisible wall there.
All right, mate.
And it is also right around the back of the shop. I like to put these 180 degrees behind whatever they're supposed to be near. The next one is, of course, back at the Mystic's house. Pretty inconvenient to send you all the way across the map, so I just cut that out. Yet another fruit. We are positively buried in these things.
Life's too short.
And another one right here. mere meters away. Kind of gets lost in the high grass. No problem though. And back across the map over to Yaros' shrine. Across from which is this little area which has another fruit just sitting out in the open. Who needs a newsletter? And as you can see, there's more of these weeds floating around in the air. Which means we can yank them. And of course, doing so gets yet another fruit.
Hello.
Also in this area is a room of significant importance, the Chamber of Living Portraits. We recognize what that is. It's a crystal eye. But it is held aloft by the vile thorn, so we can't get it. This area is named for its living portraits. Statues that wiggle around of each of our elemental warriors. And little blurbs about what they do. Fairly impressive, and we get a nice hologram of each of the ones that we actually have. It's just kind of a neat effect. The newsletter told us there's an elemental fruit in here, but we can't get it. Here's a monument to Thorn to remind us of how much we hate him. There we go, good look at how that is obviously a crystal eye. And an elixir, just floating around out there. Up in front of us is a mirror.
This magic mirror is a valued treasure of the elves, an ancient relic which will allow you to replay events from your past. You may not be able to change your destiny, but revisiting battles can earn you battle points.
It's level select. Lets us get better grades on old missions. Here you can see we have the first two unlocked. That's because we got a high enough score. And we unlocked Pummelweed's alternate skin for free. But Rubble's skin, you can see, is the fourth one down and is also unlocked, even though the third one is not. That means we bought it at the store. So the prizes aren't even unique, all of them. Which is kind of a shame, but it's also got concept art and things that I'm vaguely sure should be interesting. I'll show off the good ones once I've unlocked them. And we're more or less done with this outside area. Now we gotta check out the Dungeon of Eternal Life, which is kind of sadistic if you think about it. One of the questions was about how many trolls are being held captive in here. The answer is 4, we'll be seeing them. Here's one of them, just a basic troll warrior guy. Trying to put him out of his misery. Fire breath isn't quite long enough. If we upgraded it, it would be, but he won't die. He'll just burn forever. In this area, we see a,
you have to do something.
I think these guys are called Sargothans, something to that effect.
In great peril. Please, use your warriors to save him.
And we've unlocked recently the warrior that will in fact save him. We gotta light these torches. Here I zoom out a little to get a better angle, see how the fireball works. And in doing so, I miss. But as you can see, it hits the ground and then rolls around and up walls.
Well done! Well done! Well, one good turn deserves another. So, I will give you this elemental fruit for your help.
We needed to do that anyway, so the elemental fruit is just icing on the cake. There's the guy's son, who's trapped in there. This brings us to a new area. And yeah, I'm rolling the fireballs to hit those buckets of oil. Ash loves a good shower of molten oil. We got another locked door. And within that is Ash's alternate costume. Select it from the whatnot. Sounds like a good idea.
Ash.
Here we have Ash's blue dragon skin. And also, want to knock over these braziers. May not seem immediately obvious why, but of course the Fruit Finder newsletter told us that one of these has an elemental fruit in it. That sound makes me think it's in that one, but in fact it just finally poured out of that one. And that's just about all the secrets that we have access to at the moment. Behind this little thing, it's a very strange note. Mysterious knocking from behind a door. How Lovecraftian. This is in reference to the door in the first area. Let's go take a look at it. Yes, that big chained up door. Shaking right off its hinges. Ah, we do have another thing. This little section. More torches. What we have is yet another crystal eye.
Good grief, it's what...
Yeah, he just says the same thing. I didn't take a look at it, but it's the Eye of Spirit, which offers faster spirit regeneration, which sounds excellent. But it is at the cost of offense and defense, which means you'll do less damage and take more. So that more than balances it out for most combat situations. Here's another one of the prisoners, Fire Troll. Gives us some hints on how to fight him when we actually meet him. We will, of course, be getting more hints when we actually do meet him, so it's not very useful. We got some kind of plant troll. And frost trolls. And that's the 4 prisoners. But we're all done here. Let's hit the Badlands.
Trolls mean to destroy an elemental shrine, and they're too strong for our troops to handle alone. Get over there and put a stop to those tanks. Pummleweed may just be able to destroy them with explosive shells.
So it looks like the trolls are done screwing around, sending out the war machines to take out our shrines. Surely we're in trouble now. So let's head over to that shrine and take care of it. It's got a big red flashing dot on our map. And war machines have not arrived yet. Oh well, there's no rush. Just prepare the explosive shells. Should be here any minute now. Troll has stolen our horse. That's fine. Two laps around the shrine, and they're finally on their way. And of course, deal with them the same old way. Explosive caps right into the front of them. Or the side, or anywhere. They're in fact incredibly easy to destroy. For some reason, only 2 of them show up. There are obviously 3 in the cutscene, but only 2 show up. What if we don't want to destroy them, though? I was curious, so I took to the hill. Just watched.
The elemental shrine is taking damage. You'll have to be quick if we're to succeed.
Nah, I think we still got time. Let's see how this plays out.
If you need help protecting the elemental shrine, then talk with me through the Watchdog book. Time is of the essence. Kameo, the elemental shrine can't take much more before it's destroyed. You have to move faster.
After a full night of constant assaults from deadly war machines,
The shield protecting the enchanted kingdom is down. It's no good, Kameo. It's over. All of it. We've failed.
Ortho's probably still being the drama queen. That is the Enchanted Kingdom, in case you didn't realize that it was floating above the ground like a regular Columbia. And that was actually pretty awesome. I kind of wish we could take the storyline from there, with our hometown being destroyed by a million dragons. Then we would actually have something to avenge. But no, just resets us, forces us to destroy the machines. Would have been so much cooler to take it the other way. By the way, that was 8 minutes and 24 seconds of just non-intervention, letting the trucks destroy the shrine. And that was with both trucks firing constantly. If we destroyed one, it would have taken twice as long. I don't know why they didn't even try to make these guys a threat. They could have easily done 4 times as much damage and still not been very much of a threat. Let's take them out for real this time. Took 3 explosive shells and they're down. Just gotta do that again. And of course, I'm gonna screw it up a little bit. Even still, I'm not gonna screw it up for 8 minutes and 24 seconds, so we're fine. Got our horse again. Yeah, we ran out of the explosive shells duration before it hit the truck, so no damage there. That's 3 screw-ups. We still haven't hit the 25% mark on the shrine. And we saved the day.
Well, that wasn't a bad performance. It certainly left them I'm sure our forces are capable of mopping up what's left of the trolls. Let's head to the mountain falls.
Nice of someone besides us to do something. So, where did our horse go? I guess one of the trolls took it for a joyride? There it is. Let's just get that back. And the troll's gone. Huh. Not gonna complain. Ortho wants us to go north, but I'm inclined yet again to disobey for some reason.
Some may say this might be your last farewell ride. Some may say this might be your last farewell ride.
That was a dramatic reenactment of the first time I ever noticed that little cliff area on my map. Kind of thought the catapult off in the distance meant that I could actually go down there. By the time I got one hoof off the edge, I realized there was no invisible wall to save me. I tried to double back, but it was too late. What we actually want to do over here is follow these pillars all the way to the right. We come upon a cabin. An abandoned hut, actually, with a gaping hole in the floor. How mysterious. And within lies an archaeological impossibility. Just a weird tower floating over there for no reason. Inconceivably huge cavern with a familiar face all the way in the center of it.
Ah, Kameo. I wasn't certain you'd find this place, but if you're here, you must be confident enough to attempt some of my challenges. If you succeed, you'll be rewarded. I want you to be at your best when you're facing the trolls, so these are the rules of the challenge. Make sure to stick to them, as I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
So, the Elemental Warrior has taken to haunting impossibly cavernous basements of abandoned caves in the wilderness. I still hate that guy. And he's holding out on us, refusing to give us our prizes until we complete these very easy challenges. All I have to do is take rubble in his pile of skulls form and repeatedly use the gravel blast. We're not even halfway through the time limit and we've almost hit our goal. There we go. As you can see, the high score from my other character's practice run is 168, more than double the required score. So this is a ridiculously easy challenge. My practice run didn't even move around. I just sat in one spot and repeatedly held the triggers. There you have it. We beat it handily.
Take. All right, be on your way. But remember, you won't improve your...
Yes, we won't improve our skills against stationary targets. We'll just leave him to think about the foolish situation that he's got himself into. And we'll head to the north, where actual progress can begin. Take in a little of the scenery. And the victorious music, which we haven't necessarily earned at the moment, but We will be shortly. It's a very obvious path right in front of us. We're going to take the slightly less direct route through this underpass. Looks like we got some more abandoned huts over here. Surely that can't mean that the Elemental Warrior has set up shop in another cavernous basement, can it? Of course it does. This one's actually got some stuff upstairs, though. Like an alternate skin for a warrior we don't have yet. This game's not shy about spoilers when it comes to the Elemental Warriors. There's actually some blocked access to this secret area. Not very much, mind you, but it's an attempt at least. Yeah, and bizarrely, the warrior trainer has beaten us here to an identical, ridiculous cavern.
You'll need to keep in fighting form if you're to survive. Why not hone your skills with a challenge? These are the rules of the challenge.
Now, he says this is a different challenge, but it really isn't. Gravel blast over and over. Win by a landslide. Basically, the only difference is that the targets move very slightly and very slowly. First time I did this, I tried to use Pummelweed's lawnmower head to chop them up. And it was fairly effective, but it uses up spirit. And as soon as he runs out, you pretty much are screwed. I also tried to use Ash, just burn him up, but that was crazily inefficient. It still did a little bit better than Tumbleweed, though. But obviously, Rubble's got it in the bag.
Most impressive. Take this reward for a job well done.
There we go.
All right, be on your
21 elemental fruits. More than enough to upgrade everyone to their max. And we can actually redo all of the challenges a couple times for runes, but again, runes literally grow on trees, so who cares? We're right near the big green dot. That means progress. So let's just plow forward on our horse that came back from the dead after plummeting off a cliff. Just like in Shadow of the Colossus. And this marks the end of this episode. I hope you'll be joining us next time where we actually get to enter and explore Mountain Falls.